Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera everyone. Alright, I hope you still remember before the restriction movement for the COVID-19 control, some of you managed to present some examples of refurbishment works including on adaptation, extension, facade treatment and so on. For today, we are going to look on the design process of a refurbishment project. This lecture covers on the objectives of design process, differences between new works and refurbishment works, uncertainties of information gathered, project objectives, and the last one is on design process of a refurbishment project. Buildings must fulfill its functional requirements. For a refurbishment work, the building might stick with its current use or might be having a change of use. It also needs to fulfill the economical requirements and the aesthetical requirements. And you also need to be aware that these requirements are easier to achieve in a new works instead of a refurbished project. So, there are differences between new works and refurbishment works. For new works, the design starts from scratch where the design team started fresh. Then they revise and refine the design according to the client's brief. But for a refurbishment work, they need to be more analytical with the data collected on the building. A compatible design then need to be developed by understanding the existing structures, design, and how the building have been used. There's also uncertainties in the data collected. For instance, in this movement control order, you are not allowed to go for a site visit and conduct the site analysis. Even though this assignment have been adjusted where you are provided with some data on site survey and condition of the existing building, it is best to visit the site yourself to gather and accurate data. Always remember, you have to get full brief from the client of what they really want. This will be the project objectives. It determines the cost and duration of the project. Other objectives includes minimal disruption of building operation, aesthetic compatibility with the existing building and environment, and the last one is on safety and convenience of user. This has to be taken into consideration since, in general, tenants can still occupy the building while a refurbishment work is undertaken. Three processes of a refurbishment project are conceptual design, schematic design, and detailed design before we can proceed to construct and occupy the building. In conceptual design, we need to have the space requirement. This is done by analyzing the existing space. Purpose statement is prepared during the briefing process. Designers produce concept drawings and revise it to achieve the client's need. Schematic design is then produced based on the agreed concept, schedule, and budget. In this stage, designer outlines the material to be used, finishes, and major interior systems. And finally, the detailed design is developed on all building aspects. This document is used to develop contract documents for the construction. Before we move to look at the example of previous students' assignment, I want you to look at this slide. What can you see from this slide? What are the information that the designers wants to show? When presenting the design to the clients, make sure that the information are well presented. Otherwise, people will get confused. All these photos are not related. They are not showing the before and after refurbishment work at all. You can take a break and continue to review the example of your senior's work. However, it is not the best example. Thanks and bye for now.